Hello and welcome to this Christmas in July episode of DWN Productions THC podcast, sponsored by Fast Custom Shirts here at BOYGOB.com. Now with 100% more Joe having a pen. Joe, how was your week?
Hey, Tom. First of all, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers
Thank
that
you.
listen to this show. I know Tom and my mom are incredibly proud of us for doing this show. It's one of the things that they brag about to their friends. It's like, hey, our sons have a podcast. They don't make a bunch of money by painting rocks or anything, but they do have a podcast that they talk to each other on and talk about movies and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty embarrassing for the moms, I guess. But happy Mother's Day to all our moms out there. I know we don't. Well, fuck. Nobody. I don't know, Tom. I don't know why we're
Yeah,
doing.
I mean, you're saying all that shit, but my mom put a Boy Gob sticker on the back of her car, so you can go fuck yourself, Joe.
All right, yeah. Me, I haven't told my mom about this show. It's like she.
So you're a fucking liar, is what you're saying after all that shit you just said. Telling everybody you're full of guff.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. Who gives a shit? Well, Tom, the week was the week. I've been working a whole lot and trying to balance what kind of money I have and what kind of money I don't have, because I do need money to make a bunch of shit to take to Frightmare and to pay my bills. And it's like, well, fuck, what am I gonna take to Frightmare? I guess I'm just gonna take what I take. Fuck, what can I do? And I was thinking maybe I should make, because I've always wanted to make like a t-shirt rack, to display the t-shirts properly, but that'd be dumb. Like, transporting it would be a bitch. It's just
not if you build it right, where it's easily to be taken apart at the right points. Just take your time, plan ahead, know what you're going to build, and build it correctly for transport, Joe.
Yeah.
Measure your vehicle, make sure it can handle it.
Yeah, maybe, Tom. But yeah, so there's that. Got a couple of more weeks to that show. We'll
About a
see.
week and a half.
Week and a half, yeah. But yeah, the week was all. How was your week, Tom? Any trips back to the doctor for you?
No, not this week.
You're feeling pretty healthy?
Fuck, no, my nose keeps itching. God damn. I should sniff some fucking sand or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That sniff sand, they say, man, my nose is itching. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm a little too fucking fat to be a goddamn blow addict, but not really. We talked about Joey Diaz last week, and that motherfucker's like 983 pounds. Motherfuck, god damn. You want me to go run and grab my fucking nose hair trimmer quick?
All right.
You can hear, I'll be back.
All right. So anyway, while Tom's gone, I just want to say you guys should really check out dwnproductions.net. And just bear in mind when you look at his shit that none of that stuff is in stock. He's one guy. He's one guy, and he's going to make it one piece at a time. So expect to wait 6 weeks. I know that seems like an exorbitant amount of time. It is. It's fucking ridiculous. But he does make this shit by hand. One guy, even though he doesn't really do like a lot of the painting and shit by himself. He gets, Tyler or Steven to do a bunch of that shit for him, but he likes to say that he's one guy even though he's not, but he's back. So
you ever used one of these before?
A pin? What is that?
This is a nose hair trimmer.
No, I've never used one of those.
It's got like a little ball with some kind of things on it. I know you like to torture women. Just fucking pull her pants down, stick it on her clit, and go. But this is what you do. You turn it on, you jam it up your fucking nose.
Yeah. I almost made it 5 minutes without you saying clit or fucking, but we didn't. That's what you do. You don't want people to see this shit.
No, it's all right. That's full of fucking bullshit. There's a fucking video that popped up on my feed that the fucking god damn, these fucking people are fucked. Like the thumbnail image, it's Adrienne Barbeau and it says blowjob queen. Video has nothing to do with sucking dick. It's just a retrospective of her life. Didn't even talk about it. So I don't think me saying fuck or fucking stabbing clits with nose hair trimmers is gonna do anything.
So they capitalized on clickbait and you clicked on it.
Because it was ridiculous.
Because you wanted
I was
to
like,
know
what?
about Adrienne Barbeau's blowjobs career or whatever.
I did.
All right. Sorry you didn't learn anything, buddy.
Me too. I was expecting visuals. Speaking of visuals,
now
Joe,
were the guys that did this wearing masks? Because I know you like to watch a lot of podcasts where people wear masks.
No. Shit, should I go grab a mask and put it on?
Why not? That's what you do. You fucking make masks.
Maybe it's a little bigger than you thought.
It is a little bigger than I thought.
I can't even get it on the goddamn screen.
That's pretty huge. And you know what? I don't like to compliment you very much, Tom, but that's a good one.
You want to buy it?
No, fuck no. What am I gonna do with
fuck yourself?
You know,
put it on the shelf.
I'm not a fan of Steve Ditko or fucking Todd McFarlane, and that doesn't look like either one of those. That's probably like a Ross Andrew lizard guy. But we'll get to later.
It's actually based on the old anals that crawl around the houses here in the humid South, as they call it. Those common green lizards you see on the houses, those are called anals.
Yeah, they always look like they're fucking the wall, you know, because they're always pumping up and down. It's like, man, why are you fucking that wall, lizard? What's wrong with you?
Because it just watched a misleading Adrienne Barbeau video on YouTube.
Probably. Or maybe there's something about walls that I don't know that they do, you know.
You got a brick house, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you go outside and fucking pull your cock out and bear rub that shit against the wall for a good 30 seconds?
House.
Damn. I love that Rob Zombie that he put that in the movie. Fuck, that guy's so cool.
You do.
Fuck. You know what's not cool?
Drinking.
Holy shit, my pen just exploded. I don't know if you heard that.
Day is not cool. What, your nose pin?
No. The fucking pen, it was just sitting on the thing and then the shit shot out. It committed suicide because it was hearing me speak.
Yeah.
It had too many episodes of this fucking podcast. Anyways, Joe, what's not cool is my fucking dog running around eating fucking squirrels. It would be fine, you know, if she killed him. Then I'd just say, God damn it, Riley. Why the fuck do you do this? Not fucking injure them to where she snaps their fucking vertebrae, I guess, so they can't move their back legs. And then I gotta fucking go over there with a cinder block and just drop it on it. Like, that's fucking cool. Like, that's what I want to do. Fucking drop fucking cinder blocks on cute little rodents looking up at you, trying to get away, but its back fucking legs can't move. Horrible. Every fucking time I hate doing that shit.
Sounds like both you and your dogs are sadistic fucks.
You know? Oh, I don't know what the fuck else. Wasn't I gonna pick it up, put some gloves on, pick it up, and drop kick it like a goddamn kickball?
I don't know. A fucking cinder block. That's pretty fucking rough.
Well, I can't look at it and I'm gonna take an axe to it, boy, and fucking chop its little squirrel. It's fucked. 100% fucked. I bought a fucking BB gun specifically for this. You know what I couldn't find, Joe?
BBs?
The fucking whole thing. It just disappeared one day. I don't know where the fuck it went.
JR, Nuts Robinson, you know what we're up to? Well, not what I'm up to, but Tom is up to dropping cinder blocks on squirrels' head.
No,
Is that
no.
some fucked up shit or not? Like,
not just the head, Joe.
why would anybody even admit to that? It's like, oh yeah, I picked up a fucking cinder block and like boom, like oh fuck, I gotta put this out of its misery in the worst fucking human way possible.
Not only that, Joe, you're leaving the part out where I stood on top of the cinder block and rocked back and forth just to make sure the fucking thing was dead, because I was fucking starting to tear up like, God damn, this is fucking awful. This shit fucking sucks. I don't like fucking killing shit at all. And if I fucking lift this fucking cinder block up and this motherfucking thing looks up at me like, I'm just gonna fucking lose it and have to go fucking stick a tampon in my
Starts
puss
talking to you
because
like a tomato, you know.
we'll get to that. So yeah, that shit, it fucking sucks. I know that's what dogs do, and you know, it's part of the fucking circle of life or mother nature and all that shit, but god damn, it's not like I can just take my gun out there and just
Well, at least you didn't show it cheese balls before you killed it, you know, because that would have been
damn, I should have.
that's the fucking.
Fuck.
I don't know, Tom. I don't know.
So yeah, that shit was fucking horrible. Not the first time. I hope the fuck it's gonna be the last time. But
I think you got a
damn.
Jones for it now, though.
No, that shit
Dropping
just
cinder
ruined
blocks
my
on
whole
fucking
couple
road.
fucking days. I'm sure it ruined that squirrel's family's fucking lives forever.
Squirrels with their little hands and shit that go and like fucking, you know, eat stuff and man, you're fucked, dude.
Yeah, it was fucked 100%. I was just walking away, just fucking so disgusted and sad and shit. Fucking hate that shit. It's awful. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know. That's how I was like.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I mean, you could pray for me, probably, right?
No.
What a piece of shit.
No, I ain't praying for you.
Dickhole. What'd you watch?
What did I watch? You probably watched a lot more than I did because I haven't watched it. I watched the first season of Severance. Have you heard of this TV show?
No,
Now,
I'm a man.
This is on Apple TV.
Fuck no. Why the hell would I watch Apple TV?
This is a very, very good show. It's about people that go to work, but they've had a piece of their mind severed, Tom. So it's split in two. Once they go to work, they get in an elevator, and then boom, their mind is wiped out, and they have a different personality that goes to work for them. And when they get out of work, you know, they go down the elevator, and boom, hey, they're back to their regular personality. But holy shit, things are going wrong, Tom. Like one personality is kind of struggling with the other one. They're finding out, hey, what the fuck are we even doing in this job? They sever us because we're doing weird shit, like maybe illegal, maybe immoral type shit. And
dropping cinder blocks on fucking squirrels.
Probably.
They're not even dead. I'm just standing out there with a BB gun waiting for them to fall out of a tree.
Yeah, so like that's your job. Like your job is to execute fucking squirrels, and you don't have to deal with that. You know, like you can go in the elevator.
What I forgot to tell you, Joe, this wasn't any normal cinder block. I painted that angry face from the Mario games on it.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'll give you that. Yeah, man, it's so no, but I highly recommend this show, Tom. It is very good. Not for you, because it requires a lot of thinking, you know, and it requires like compassion for animals and your fellow humans, and you have none of that. Obviously, you're brick dropping,
you drip brick and fuck
piece of shit, Tom. Hey, what did you?
Oh shit, Joe! I watched all 4 Watchers movies.
Fuck. Why didn't
It's
you
a
just
good...
drop a brick on your own head?
Pretty much did. Oh shit, I should say the people who made these movies dropped a brick on my head. And by that I mean took a shit on me. Oh fuck. You
Tom's
ever
doing a little drinking, folks. He always does
Yep.
this on Mother's Day. It's not a Mother's Day has gone by when Tom has not been drunk as fuck.
Mm. You ever read the Dean Koontz book, Joe?
I have. I believe we discussed this a little bit last week.
We did, but since I'm just gonna clip this whole thing as one and make it its own video, let's revisit last week, if we will, Joe.
Okay.
So you're a fan of Dean Koontz and his stupid fucking haircut. Why don't you tell us all a little bit about this book?
This is one of Dean Koontz's better books. 1980.
Oh shit.
Dean Koontz was on fire, man, and this book is really, really good. It concerns two animals that have escaped from a laboratory, a science place, as I like to call it, and they've been, experimented upon. And one of them is a dog. He's a little bit smarter, due to the testings and stuff that they did to him. Like he can like spell shit out with like maybe some Scrabble tiles, or if you got a speak and spell or something, maybe he can type some shit out. I don't remember, but he's just a smart dog. And who doesn't love dogs? Maybe Tom would drop a fucking brick on him if given the opportunity to say, "Oh shit, this dog needs to be put out of its misery," because I saw him stumble, Oh, shit. Okay. But then there's also another creature that's like a gorilla that's been grafted with like a crocodile or something. It's all fucked up, and it's a sad, animal. But hey, man, he's pissed. He's fucking pissed. So he's doing some bad shit, and the dog goes and meets a young boy, and like, hey, they gotta figure shit out. And there's an FBI guy that comes and helps out, and there's a girl that comes, and there's a budding relationship.
They all come.
A lot of Dean Koontz's books are very formulaic. They have the same fucking plot line. This one is good because it has the animals in it, and Dean Koontz is a big dog guy. He loves doggos. He's got golden retrievers, so he's a good guy to me if he likes dogs. Some people don't. Some people would rather just fucking kill him, drop bricks on him and stuff. Sadistic fucking humans that are out there that just hate animals.
You got to get this Asian hate out of your heart. Ever since COVID happened,
And
all
now
you've been doing is
now
besmirching the fucking Chinese. Why don't you get off that shit? Take your ass to Newsmax, because we don't need it here, Joe.
And now Tom is
So the movie is pretty
dogs
close
to Asian.
to...
He's
No, I wasn't.
asshole. What a
That was
prick
not it.
is.
Joe, in
You know
my
what?
book,
I can't
people
do
are people.
anymore. If you're gonna be like comparing dogs to Asians, man, that is fucked up.
That would be cannibalism, Joe. And that is also something they are into. The Asians, not the dogs. They have a little more class, you see. No, I would have to think that a dog would eat another dog if it had to. Or if a dog was dead, dog would probably go up and eat it or some shit.
I don't think a dog would throw a brick on another dog, though.
Well, it's because it doesn't have thumbs and it couldn't pick it up, Joe. Dogs can't do a lot because of their lack of thumbs. And one of these days, I'm going to genetically engineer a dog.
You know what? Riley was just probably trying to play with that squirrel. And the squirrel, got a little rambunctious.
No. Squirrels sound horrific when they scream, Joe.
You've always been kind of mean to Riley.
So, Joe, I watched the Watchers movies, starting with Watchers. That's the first one.
Wait,
It
didn't we talk
stars
about this last week?
it stars Corey Haim and a dog. Yes, the great movie Watchers.
Pretty sure we
So
talked last
it
week.
starts out with a dog that escapes a genetic research facility.
A
But
science
the
flick.
dog isn't the only thing that escaped. A monster escapes too. Luckily, this dog is filled with cocaine and found himself in the loving arms of somebody who loved cocaine, Joe. Wings Hauser's in the third one. My bad. This dog finds Corey Haim. Can you believe it? 222 himself. So they romp around, escape this fucking dumb looking mutant, and blow the mutant up at the end, and it fucking sucks. Would not recommend, Joe. So the second one, it's called Watchers 2. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's called Watchers II. And in Watchers II, the same dog, maybe? A new dog, maybe? They all look the same to me. But, anyways, a strikingly similar dog escapes maybe the same genetic research facility because they're doing the same work at this place. And yet again, Joe, another mutant chases after the dog and it escapes too. And only this time, only what the fuck kind of sense does that make? But this time it's different, Joe, because the dog finds an older person to do cocaine and lick peanut butter from various places with. And then the monster finds them. And then they kill the monster. And it's over. So the first and second movie, pretty much the same fucking shit, except there's fucking older people in the second one. And why they call this thing the Watchers is because the Outsiders already came out. Not Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, who may or may not have come out together, but the movie The Outsiders with world famous international star of stage and screen, Patrick Swayze. So that's the only reason I could think why this movie isn't called The Outsiders, because they never, in any of these motherfucking, all four of these fucking movies, they never refer to this monster as a watcher. Nothing watching, nothing, except maybe in the third one. We'll get to that in a minute. But they always call it the outsider. It's fucking dumb. And the whole time you're just thinking, why the fuck is this called The Watcher? Anyways, the first two movies fucking suck a dick. Don't watch them. The third one has Wings Hauser in it. Does that add anything? Take away anything? It's a little better. It's a Predator ripoff. The dog and the monster this time are dropped in the woods or the jungle, some kind of fucking rainforest with fucking foreigners and shit, something. So Wings Hauser is in a prison for a government or a military prison. That was it. So it's all for like army people who I don't know. I guess don't ask, don't tell fell through, so they threw them all in jail or some shit. Whatever the fuck you do to be in the military and then get sent to prison, Wings Hauser did that, and so did everybody else in the facility. Only Wings Hauser was set up. Don't trust the government. So some fucking asshole comes up to him and says, "Hey, you some bitch, I got this deal for you. There's a job I need you to take care of. I saw this Adrian Barbeau video, and I need you to go into the jungle and take care of business." I forget what the fuck he tells him is in the jungle or what in the motherfuck he has to do. But it turns out the dog teams up with a little foreigner boy, and then they fucking find Wings Hauser and his crew, and it just turns into Predator with a goofy looking monster. Better than the other two movies, but they put weird fucking eyes in it that just makes it look like a goofy fucking idiot monster, like something from Digging Up Tomorrow. Like if it had eyes that looked like it was on the cover of the poster, the VHS, whatever the fuck that was, would have looked leaps and bounds better. But it looks like they plucked out two of those fucking Taco Bell straw eyes and threw it in the fucking thing's head. It's all right, man. Definitely better than the first and second one. Wings Hauser doesn't really Hauser it up too much in this one. There's some gore. The monster stuff is definitely better. But still, it's a Watchers movie, so who gives a fuck? Watchers 4, Joe. It turns out that the dog and the mutant are linked, okay? In this one, we find out that this genetic facility was doing your stereotypical thing that all genetic facilities are doing. Trying to make super soldiers, Joe. Good old Captain America's. Only this one's a little different. You see, they send out the smart dog to do like recon and things like that, go sniff out the situation. And the dog happens to be psychically linked with the monster. So the big, bulky monster goes out and does the fighting and all that shit. Really fucking dumb. Probably should have explained that from the fucking beginning instead of leaving it for the last movie. But asshole people. So at least the monster in this one looks like a dog monster. So thumbs up for that. Brigsby Bear's own Mark Hamill's in it. So I know you'll rush out and watch this one now. It's directed by John Carl Buechler, rest in empowerment. And it's definitely the best one out of the movie. There's some cool gore. The monster fucking, you don't want to like look away in embarrassment when you see it. So that's good. That stuff's cool. But it's just another one. Monsters fucking coming after the dog. They got to run away. But in the end, it turns out, like you said, the monster's just so sad. And he just wants to be with the dog in the end. Oh, but fuck you. You're going to get shot, blown up, and died. Okay, bye. Watcher's movie sucks, Joe. Be happy that you didn't have to sit through any of these fucking things and it wasn't picked. I know you picked this one. So maybe you want to fucking go make your life a little bit more miserable and watch the Watchers movies, but
well, I'm watching the fucking Tomatoes movies. How much worse can life be? But you know, you should probably make the poster or the image, I guess, for the YouTube and have the either the dog or the creature and just put blowjob queen. That would
I mean, I wish I had a working pen so I can write this shit down because I do kind of need to write shit down. I'll just use this piece, the inner pen, without the fucking casing. All right, so let me just write that down there. So yeah, watch the third one if you're a Wings Hauser fan. Otherwise, if you're a monster movie fan, just watch the fourth one. Fucking not to talk shit about a fucking dead guy, but like I said, Corey Haim can't really act. Second one doesn't have shit going on. That was probably the hardest fucking one to get through because it was the same fucking shit, just with older people. And third one has Wings Hauser in it. If you want a Predator ripoff, there you go. But the fourth one's pretty cool. But just after watching all three of these, I wasn't just like, oh fuck. At least it just doesn't suck a dick. If you're interested at all, watch the fourth one. It's kind of a werewolf movie without the motherfucker turning back into a person, I guess.
No Benicio del Toro in this one.
Fuck no. And last week I said David Elsey did the effects. That kept fucking bothering me because I think Rick Baker might have done it. Didn't right on. Okay, so I knew it. Didn't bother me enough to fucking look it up. But in the back of my mind, I was like, oh man, this was the first time in my life I was wrong and misspoke. But I knew it. I knew it. So there's 4 movies, Joe. You got one to talk about?
I do. Tom, have you heard of the movie called Blood Fight?
Mm-mm.
Now, after the success,
yes, I did actually,
of a film called Bloodsport, some people in one of these Asian countries, I don't know which one, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yugoslavia.
They made a movie called Blood Fight and said, "Hey, Bolo Young, you fucking big old Korean guy or whatever you are, like, why would you want to remake that movie? Let's remake that whole fucking movie." So this movie is about a martial arts teacher that he's kind of retired. You know, he was a champion at one time, but decides, you know what, I kind of want to train somebody to be the next champion. And he finds a guy, and so, like, you know what, you seem like the guy, man. You seem like the guy, and trains this guy. But when he goes into the tournament, Bolo Young is the fucking man. He's just beating the shit out of everybody he encounters. You know, you got all kinds of fighting styles. There's a guy that's like 8 foot fucking tall. It's fucking
and you can't teach that.
Weird looking guy, and that guy's fighting. They don't show him lose or whatever, so I don't know what the fuck happened with him. You know, there's a sumo guy, there's whatever. Bolo's kicking all their asses, and then finally it's Bolo and this young student, and Bolo just fucking kills him. You know, just like, hey, fuck you, dude. I'm just gonna kill your ass.
Picks up a cinder block and says, fucking BOYGOB.
You know, squirrel. So the teacher, you know, he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna get drunk for a while, and just, you know, gets drunk and it's like wandering around the streets of Hong Kong or whatever, and then finally that guy's girlfriend's like, oh, you disappoint me. He's like, yeah, you know what, you're right, I did disappoint the world. I need to go and like train and beat this guy. You know, so he fucking, you know, joins the Kumite or whatever the fuck. Fights this guy.
Kumite.
Is getting his ass kicked, but finally beats the dude. The end of the movie. Now, the thing with this movie, Tom, is they thought fucking Bloodsport was huge. Blood Fight is gonna be even better. You know, and the thing is, this is gonna sell huge in America, so everybody's gonna speak English in this movie. You know, whether you know English or not, you are going to speak English. Yes, he was my student. I will avenge him. You know, so the dialogue's like that throughout them. It's just garbage. It sounds like shit. It looks like shit. The movie, yeah, it's like angled up, like they have some weird angles where, like, hey, let's fucking shoot like low, so these guys
Dutch,
so they can look imposing and
everything. Holland angles.
But hey, there's fucking big old floodlights on top of there that are blinding even, you know, like the viewer. It just sucks, man. This movie is like fucking garbage. Blood Fight. It even, they rip off the poster for Bloodsport, the same fucking poster, but it's got Bolo Young in that same pose that fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme is in. It's bad.
Same text.
This movie bad.
Kumite.
Do not recommend. Not good.
They have a bootleg Kumite song in it.
Do they have some songs? I don't know. I don't remember.
Friends that. For eternity, loyalty, harmony, stay together through thick and thin, friends forever, we'll be together. We're on top because we play to win.
But that wasn't Bloodsport.
No, it wasn't. That was a Cocaine Connection, or what the fuck, Miami Connection.
Yeah, but
Good old
Bloodsport did
Dragon
pretty
sound.
good song, you know, that's like where Jean-Claude Van Damme's riding the subway and he sees fucking Bolo Young. It gets all scared.
Pisses a little.
Yeah. Goes and does the split on a building.
Oh, fuck the French. Hey, Joe, you ever see a movie called Cryptid? I know you're a big squatcher or squatter, whatever they fucking call you people.
No, I've never seen Cryptid. Is this about money, like internet money?
No, that would be Superman's dog.
Okay.
This is about a
Cryptid currency. Isn't that what that shit is?
no, Superman's dog.
Oh.
So this is about a lizard man, I guess, who
Do you like lizard men?
I do like the anal.
Yeah.
So every year or however many years, probably some kind of Jeepers Creepers bullshit when it's fucking wet out. This
5.5.
fucking idiot. Every 5.5 years or so, when it rains a day or two in a row, this fucking idiot monster romps out and fucking kills people. And then fucking people, it's this movie's fucking weird. It feels like a Hallmark Channel monster movie. And you know, you want to think that these people are acting well, but when you pay attention, it comes off as like a satire or something. You know, when you see people like making fun of horror movies, how they do that cliche shitty acting. Like they're doing that shit, but they're doing it for real. Cause this is like a serious fucking movie. It just feels weird as fuck, and everybody looks terrible in it because of that. But I'll give them this. It's like one of these old school monster B movies in the sense that they didn't have a whole monster. They had like a head, a glove, and a couple legs. So they do their fucking shots and shit like that. So that was cool. Props to you fucking dickholes for doing the practical monster shit. But this sucks. Some guy on fucking Facebook was like, "Oh, I thought it was pretty good." Fucking block. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, would not recommend.
The blowjob monster.
Yeah.
But hey, I gotta watch that.
Come suck it, you toothy bitch, motherfucker. Yeah, fuck this shit. I can't wait for that review to go up and get 8 million views.
Oh shit. So Tom, I saw a movie called Through the Fire. Have you heard of it?
Fuck yeah. That shit was so good. Vinegar Syndrome was giving them away for $10.
Yeah, so I got this from Vinegar Syndrome, Tom. I think for maybe $10. Got it pretty cheap. Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Something you gotta mention about this movie. Texas lensed.
It is Texas lensed. This was filmed in Fort Worth. Stars the main actress in it was a former Miss Texas, maybe Miss America. I don't know. Whatever. She's a very attractive woman, but this movie is not attractive at all. It is not entertaining at all. It's about a girl that is looking for her sister. Her sister's gone missing. So she meets a cop because she's drunk at a bar, and the cops like called in like to take her home. Like, hey, get this bitch out of here. And instead of raping her like a real cop would do, he just like
a man.
He just takes her to her apartment. She said, hey, that seems like a good guy. I'm going to call him. Can you help me find my sister? It's like, he's getting a blowjob while this call is going on. He says, yeah, I'll do it. You know, because you're
Adrian, let up. I'm on the phone.
you're agreeable at that point, so he decides to do it. And what the fuck happens? Because this movie's not very good, and I've forgotten a lot about it already. It's a very forgettable movie. Oh, okay, we switched this cult. We see this cult that's like maybe 5 people. They're sitting around a table with a Ouija board, and they've summoned a demon at some point, or some kind of entity, Tom. And we see that this entity is what's been going around killing people around that, and it killed the sister, but they don't know that. But anyway, they track down the cult and they start fighting it with grenades and shit like that. And the whole thing with the entity or the beast or whatever, we never come back to that. They're just fighting the fucking cult members, and this movie makes no fucking sense. It's stupid as shit, and it is fucking boring. I fell asleep like 3 fucking times watching this. I need to quit watching movies late at night after I've been drinking. But still, it's like, fuck, I come back. It's like, man, when did I fall asleep on this? Because, man, this fucking sucks. It's like, god damn, but I got to finish it because, I'm on a fucking, podcast that at least 10 people fucking watch. So I got to finish this for the people, for those 10. And I did.
I mean,
it sucks.
50, but that's still kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, but it is available, I think, on Tubi or Freevee. I watched it on one of those. So I still have a sealed DVD that I will be selling.
What the fuck?
For $8 at the next show that we're at. Oh no, I can't, because Vinegar Syndrome will be there. And I don't want to
undercut them.
I don't want to cut into their money.
Why don't you just ask for your money back?
I should. Hey, can I trade this for something worth the fuck?
Yeah, I fucking saw this a while ago.
This was the Vinegar Syndrome type movie. This is the shit that they were known for putting out. Before they had Showgirls money, before they had fucking what's her name money, Reese Witherspoon money. Freeway, this is what made you guys. And don't lose sight of your roots. Keep on doing garbage. Like, I know you're doing these other shit like shot on videos, movies that you're putting on Blu-ray, but it's shot on video. So why would you put it on fucking Blu-ray? Because there's no enhancing that shit. But anyway, people are eating it up. People love you. I love you guys. I think you're great, but this movie is not. This movie fucking sucks. What's it called again? I already forgot.
Through the Fire.
Fuck this. You were about to say something, Tom, because you watched it. You loved it.
No, I've seen it a while ago. I remember that it fucking sucks. It was shot in Texas. Something about them in a fucking kitchen sitting around, and there's something in the refrigerator, I think.
Yeah.
Like a little monster or something.
Right, something in there. I barely remember that scene. It's a very forgettable movie.
And then you see the demon at like the very end, like the last fucking 5-10 minutes or so. It's like, oh, shit's going on now. All right, bye.
Yeah, they hadn't mentioned that demon for like, 40 minutes. And it's like, oh yeah, remember this guy? We do. There you go.
The end.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Yeah, I remember 8 months ago when you bought this. You hit me up and said, oh, hey, I bought Through the Fire. And I said, oh, no. And then you never opened it and watched it on Tubi.
I've been going through my shit, and it's like, oh, fuck yeah, this one's next. Let me see if it's streaming anywhere so I don't have to open it. And yep, it was. And most of the Vinegar Syndrome stuff is, you can find it somewhere.
Which is odd. I'm not, like, if I had a distribution company or anything, like the first 6 months that I fucking released this movie, I would make sure it was pulled from all fucking streaming that you didn't have to pay for or whatever.
Yeah, make a buck.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot a lot of Vinegar Syndrome shit you can just fucking watch for free. But
yeah, I'd say
I guess there's the people out there that'll spend the fucking $40 for a fucking Blu-ray right when it comes out. So I guess it kind of evens out in the long run.
You know why, Tom? Because they want that slipcover.
Yep.
Saps.
Poor bastards. Yep.
Hmm?
Well, speaking of fucking Dallas shot movies, Joe, I think what the fuck
Dallas
is this thing
connection.
called?
Fuck yeah, I've been waiting
No.
for you to come back to this one.
No, fuck no. Well, maybe. I think that's one that I kept. I was gonna say Night Moves, but this is not Night Moves. No Safe Haven. Have you heard of this, Joe?
I've never heard of this one.
No. Well, this stars your boy, Wings Hauser.
Oh, old Wings.
Old Wings of Glory Hauser. I forget who the fuck he is. I think he's some fucking
Magician.
disgraced. No, the Egyptian magician. The snake bit my eye. Ah! God bless the jerky boys. But anyways, Wings Hauser, he's romping around in Mexico again with a young foreign boy. And I guess he fucking runs the U.S. embassy or some shit down there in Honduras or wherever the fuck he is. Shit. His family are like killed because his brother is a football player and a blow dealer. And I guess Mr. Big didn't like that he broke his own arm, so he wasn't able to play in the football game. So he cost him a bunch of money. So he sends one of his henchmen over to fucking murder his family. And Wings Hauser doesn't take too kindly to such things. And he goes on a murderous rampage. He kills one of these guys in a hotel room. He dresses up as a extremely flamboyant room service attendant with a stereotypical voice that he puts on and all. And then he douses this motherfucker in lighter fluid, backs him up onto the balcony, lights him on fire, shuts the screen door until this motherfucker can't take it anymore, and then jumps off the balcony. And they show it all, and it's fucking awesome. He also gets revengeance on this other guy by throwing him out of a fucking helicopter.
So they throw this guy on fire? Like,
just bumping into the window and then bumping into the ledge and like, oh, I'm so hot now, and tries to jump into the pool but misses because it's just a parking lot. Oh, this is good Wings Hauser bullshit, Joe. When he's fucking and when he's down in Honduras, his secretary or whatever, like she was lifting up her arms. I was just like, what the fuck? Is she smuggling hamsters? Like, I don't know if we were supposed to know that her armpits were hairy and shit. But at the end, Wings Hauser pulls out a fucking like a shaving blade, throws it in her face, and says, "Trim that shit up, bitch." No Safe Haven, would recommend. Classic Wings Hauser. It's fucking fun. He kills a motherfucker with a boat. Shit's great. Shit is fucking great, Joe. Would recommend.
all right. I watched the 5th season of Snowfall, Tom, and as you know, people have listened. I've liked the four previous seasons. They've been good. You know, tracking this journey about a young drug dealer climbing the ranks, becoming the biggest drug dealer in LA, and all this other shit that's going on. But this season had a lot of stupid shit, Tom. It had like after a deal goes bad and they're ambushed, he stumbles into a house and is captured by a circus trainer that happens to have a fucking tiger there. So they're held in a cage next to a tiger. It's fucking dumb.
Is his name Roy?
There's another Siegfried. There's another episode where like there's a wedding going on and one guy puts fucking acid in the chocolate fountain, so everybody's wedding is all high on acid, and you know that's fucking stupid. The KGB comes and is fucking around with the CIA. There's the one CIA guy we've been following throughout this season. He hooks up with a nurse, an Israeli nurse that is a fucking nymphomaniac, and her character is stupid as shit.
Why? Because she's a woman, you misogynistic piece of shit. You really got to get over that shit, Joe.
Is she?
For
She's
real.
Israeli, so there's always that question. Is this a woman?
Jesus
I don't
Louise.
know. But yeah, I mean, it was still good this season, but it was just like, come on, man, get the fuck with it. I mean, all right, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Started season 6 today. It started out better. We'll see. We'll see 10 episodes from now, Tom.
Joe, I watched Wheel of Fortune. Like I do a few times a week.
See, I know, Tom. This was a revelation to me that you're a game show fanatic. So you watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
I love to Jeopardy, baby. Yeah, I mean not by my own choice. Just my mom likes to watch that shit, so I'll keep her company and watch it with her. So I'm not like, oh shit, I gotta watch the wheel.
I don't know.
Not
man.
really. Just keeping her company.
I can see that you're like into Pat Sajak a bit. So who hosts Jeopardy now?
2 people. Ken Jennings and Mayim Blossom. I guess Ken Jennings is like a dude who won Jeopardy a bunch of fucking times, like the fucking best Jeopardy player out there, until that one fella came along and then Mayim Bialik, she's Blossom and whatever the fuck else she was in, and I don't know why they switch off.
I thought she got kicked out for like promoting
being a woman
or something.
No, I don't think so. But it's kind of fucking stupid that there's rotating fucking hosts and shit. Just pick one and stick to it. I would say give it to old Ken, because that seems like that's his only gig. Mayim's like a fucking brain surgeon and has 3 other shows or whatever. Don't think she needs this. Throw Ken a bone. And by that, I mean the penis you're smuggling under there. Under that fucking silly fucking hat you were wearing. We all know you had a penis growing out of your head, and that's why you wore those oversized fucking novelty Paddington hats. But
that poor man.
Fuck. Joe, what the fuck did I watch? I watched Bedroom Eyes 2. Have you ever seen Bedroom Eyes 1?
I have not, but that sounds very good.
Me neither. So why the fuck would I watch Bedroom Eyes 2, Joe?
I don't know. Why would you, Tom? Because Wings Hauser is in it.
Because Wings Hauser was in it. And I guess at one fucking point in time, I just grabbed all the fucking Wings Hauser's movies I could fucking find.
I could see you doing that during a cocaine field, like, oh, they're doing their fucking sale. Click, 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 click.
Add to Would cart, recommend. Add to cart. Oh shit, I can add to my order.
Oh shit, I can use these points. I'll use these 3 points.
So you grew up in the cocaine 80s, as they called it, Joe?
I did.
What the fuck is a stockbroker? Just somebody who fucking handles stocks for you and you give them a cut, or?
Yeah. You give them money, they invest the money for you, and if they make money, then they keep a portion of it. If they lose money, hey, fuck you.
If they lose money, I'm breaking their fucking legs.
Mm-hmm.
You were trusted with this shit, you fuck. And now you're coming to me telling me you lost money? That's why I'm giving you this fucking cut. You said it was a sure fucking thing. So if you want to walk again, you're coming up with my money in at least 20 fucking percent. That's how I would handle it.
The VIG, they call that, Tom.
I don't fucking.
Or the
if I had a bleep button, I would do that shit because we don't have to say any fucking IG words on this show, Joe. Your racism knows no bounds, and I don't appreciate it. But back to the fucking movie. Wings Hauser plays a fucking stockbroker. Him and his buddy owns a company that does this shit. And what the fuck happens? I can't, dude. This whole week was weird. Like I had a rush order I was waking up early to do. Dude, I was waking up at like 6 o'clock and fucking termites are swarming. Like a week ago, the termite swarm started coming out. So I'm not able to work in fucking night. So it's just like, oh, 8 o'clock, sun's going down. Time to fucking shut the lights off and go inside. So I've been waking up at 6 o'clock so I can get out there right when the sun's coming up. So I've been watching these movies at like 6 o'clock in the morning when I just fucking wake up, baked out of my mind, cutting a bunch of fucking masks. So I know Linda Blair's in this one, and she has love to Wings Hauser, and there's like she has a fucking nudity double, which is fucking weird. I want to say, as we all know, but I mean, you're the guy on here who's always, oh, that lady's hot. Let's see if fucking Google her and see if there's any nude pictures. But I mean, just watching movies, we know that fucking Linda Blair is naked in movies and shit. Why she wasn't in this one, I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. But it was obvious. It was an obvious nudity double, and it was fucking weird. Uh his Wings Hauser's wife is like a fucking art dealer, and she's blowing one of her clients.
So
Wings
what's an art dealer?
Hauser,
How does that work?
fucking, they sell fucking scams to people, rubbish, and fucking hoodwink motherfuckers till the cows come home. Hey, you want this thing that a motherfucker just like fucking took paint, dipped it in, and threw it on a canvas? Oh yeah, $80,000. Sold. It's fucking terrific. So pretty much, I guess, a stockbroker with less integrity. That's what I would say an art dealer is, Joe. So she's fucking and sucking over there. Wings Hauser gets mad and does a little fucking revenge fucking and sucking with old Reagan. I guess Wings Hauser's old ex-wife or something was murdered or some shit. I don't know. It's definitely not as good as No Safe Haven. Definitely not as erotic as Savage Streets. So I don't know why you'd fucking watch it unless you just grabbed every goddamn Wings Hauser movie you could fucking find.
It's like considers Streets erotic.
So, dude, when you see fucking little 12-year-old Linnea Quigley just dancing around in that basketball room, it's fucking called a basketball court, Tom. Probably a gymnasium. I don't know what the fuck a basketball room is, but that's probably not it. That's like a fucking section of the Sports Hall of Fame where they have all the basket. Oh yeah, you want to go down to the basketball room if you want to see fucking stand in a plaster mold of fucking Shaq's feet to see how much bigger his are than yours. But yeah, Bedroom Eyes 2. It was fucking okay. I'll never watch it again. The fuck ever. I don't even know. I remember how it ends, but I'd have to explain more. And who really gives a shit? Just go watch No Safe Haven. I'm gonna go watch some fucking piss, leave the tip of my penis, and I'll be right back, Joe.
All right, Tom. So while Tom is doing that, urinating is what we call that action that he is going to do. Let me again suggest that you go to dwmproductions.net and check out Tom's wide array of masks and props and stuff, but he doesn't have everything on the site because, you know, we're covering these killer tomato movies, and I thought, well, fuck, you know, I should probably promote his tomato stuff, but he doesn't even have them on there. You know, that's not even on his website. I don't know what the fuck. You know, I'm not the greatest at self-promotion or marketing or anything, but man, this dude sucks. Like, fuck, his website is just it's a piece of garbage. First of all, it's a .net, which that's fucking dumb. But go and check it out. Go peruse the stuff that he does deign to have on that website and place an order. But it's going to take 6 weeks to get to you. He's only one person. He's only one person.
Yeah, I'm fucking booked up through June, but
Except
I'll still take your orders.
On the painting and everything. But anyway, Tom.
Yeah.
I watched a movie called The Blood Queen. Now, are you familiar with Elizabeth Bathory? Or Bathory,
Joe,
as some Americans would say.
I am. And do you know how I'm familiar with this historical figure?
I do not. You made a mask of her at one point for a client of yours that was obsessed with Elizabeth Bathory, and they needed a mask. No.
But as soon as I say it, you'll know and shake your fucking head in disgust. You know, old Todd made some figures based on historical villains.
That's true.
And shit, twisted fairy tales, or
I have this.
Some shit like that.
I have this bitch in tub.
At one time, it was selling for over $100,
and
that's when I got $100 for that figure, Joe.
Yeah, I probably should have got rid of that too, but I don't think I got it. I had it at that time. I got it when it was selling again for 25 or whatever. Back to its original roots. Okay, so this was a countess in, I don't know, Germany, one of these fucked up countries.
North Korea.
And the legend, the lore, Tom, says that she killed people, virgins. Sometimes they say children. They say whatever.
Squirrels.
And that she would bathe in their blood to retain her youth. Well, the truth is, like, she probably never killed anybody. She was accused of shit and then put on house arrest in her castle.
She had a fucking ankle bracelet that ran on fucking cogs that she had to wind every fucking day or she'd be beheaded.
Yeah, and then just died mysteriously, you know, probably because, you know, people didn't go to the doctor and shit. They didn't get, you know, people just died, you know, back then. That was like fucking crazy shit. But this one, it doesn't so much play on that legend. It does kind of. It is about two little gypsy kids, which is an offensive thing to say. You can't say gypsy kids. But what the fuck?
Little gyps.
You say Romani. They're the Romani kids. No, they're fucking thieves is what they are, Tom. They're fucking
I mean, they could be Romanian gypsies. They could be Polish gypsies.
They're little street hustlers is what they are.
Chicles.
They're ripping people off. But then they get busted. This brother and sister. And they go to court, and they're like, Miss Bathory is there and said, nah, they're going to come with me. They're going to be servants in my castle. They do. They go to the castle. But you know what? They wanted to be in that castle anyway because they're looking for some other girl. They're looking for some other girl that's gone missing, Tom.
Is it a princess?
Yeah, it's gone missing there in Countess Bathory's place. So the brother... He's a servant. He's just getting his ass kicked left and right by the other orphans. And he's like doing the real legwork while the daughter or the sister, she's becoming a favorite of Elizabeth Bathory. Hey, we're going to teach how to read. You know, we're gonna, you know, blah blah blah, this and that, and that's pretty much it. It sucks until, you know, it's like eventually it's like they find out, hey, you know, maybe she killed this girl. She didn't. Turns out this girl's their sister, and she's still there, and some court officials do an investigation on battery, and it's like, hey, you're killing kids, and it's like, no, I'm not. And it's stupid, man. This movie sucks. This movie's long too. It's like an hour and 40 something minutes. And I guess that doesn't seem long, but when you're watching this movie, it seems real fucking long. It's not good. The kids can't act. I know they're kids, but fuck, if you're gonna be in a Hollywood production or whatever, and it's not Hollywood. This is like, I don't know, probably British people made this. It sucks so bad. You know, they're like there with their torches and everything, lighting shit up. It's not good, man. It's not good. And Elizabeth Bathory should curse them somehow and make them bathe in blood. You know, they should have like a rated R version of a toy if they make it to show a little bit of nip. You know, yeah, man. Fuck the Blood Queen. Why did I watch this? I don't know. Like, I start saving shit. Oh, add to your watch list, and then I feel obligated to go watch this stuff. You know, so I did. I watched this one. It sucked. Can't recommend. You know what? It's not. It doesn't suck. It's just not good. You know, it's like I said. I think I said online. If you're gonna watch it, it's a good movie to watch with your mom or like an aunt that you're not really comfortable spending time with. Let's say, hey, let me put this movie on because you might like this. It's inoffensive or whatever. You know, it's kind of a mystery. You know, let's watch this, I guess, so we don't have to talk. The Blood Queen.
Joe, last movie I watched was a No Limit Soldiers classic.
Just talking about
starring na 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 na. This was a Master P joint called Repos. It was directed and written by Master P, and what I could only assume was a fucking wop named Sal Martino. So this is about Master P and old corny ass Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson's a comedian that's supposedly from Ghana. I don't know. His shtick is talking like a fucking African and saying offensive shit.
Get it?
And yeah, I get it. He probably says that shit too, or says, "Hey, before I go up there, you tell him this." And that's fucking Jamaican guy too. That's like the fucking guy from Day of the Dead. He's having sex with his Mexican buddy. Hey, what are you doing in my trailer back here? Anyways, fucking Michael Blackson and Master P, they're repo men. And this movie is just them, scene after scene, just going around and taking people's cars back. That's it. The guy that they work for is Cat Williams before he got famous. And instead of talking like Cat Williams, we all know how he sounds. Oh, hey, everybody, my name's Cat Williams and shit. That's not what he sounds like at all. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah. Hey, in this one, Cat Williams puts on this white guy voice. He doesn't do this white guy voice that a lot of black comedians did on comic. He's doing this one. He's doing something a little new. So in and out of this movie, Cat Williams will, you know, just go in and out of his accent. So, I mean, that's pretty funny. He doesn't say anything funny, but him not being able to hold an accent was cute and made me giggle, Joe. In this movie, it's just Michael Blackson just taking people's cars back, going, "You broke motherfucker! You can't pay your bills, so I take your car, you broke motherfucker!" And there's this one wigger that they fucking repo his car
Wait, what?
back from. You heard
What did
me.
you say?
Wigger. I used a hard R for this honky.
And what does
He
that mean, Tom? What is that colloquialism mean?
A white rap aficionado.
Ah.
A big Eminem fan, if you will.
So like guys that I don't know, like guys that
yeah, you don't know because you're not in the culture, Joe.
I
So
guess
how about you step the fuck back and let me finish talking about repos?
I'm not part of the fam.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Maybe you should work on that shit. No, get some sleeves, put a hat on. We'll see. Anyways, this fucking guy, he walks into wherever, and Michael Blackson sneakily goes up to his truck,
Definitely.
gets in there, and fucking the guy comes out, and Michael Blackson, Blackson,
You racist fuck.
calls this white gentle fellow a white, you know. And I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. That was the funniest shit in the movie to me because it felt like he was talking to me, Joe. But yeah, it's just ridiculous shit and just people saying the most ridiculous shit just to say ridiculous shit. It's meant to be funny, but the funny shit is not funny. It's just funny because it's so bad. The movie looks like it was shot on a rubber cock that they found in a fucking field. It was like all covered in schmutz and shit. Like the rubber cock that fucking Billy Baldwin pulled out in Candyland. Where he's just like, hey, boy, I want you to suck it. Oh, I can. It's all dirty and shit. There's some grass in the penis hole. That's the kind of fucking rubber dick they used to shoot this fucking movie. Is probably one of the worst looking movies I've ever seen, but I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. You could watch this shit on fucking YouTube. Out of nowhere, Leslie Jones shows up. That's fucking, if you don't know, that's the internet's favorite Ghostbuster. And this shit was fucking not good. But like I said, I laughed and laughed and laughed. Like, I think Michael Blackson's a fucking cornball, not funny fucking stool humping fuck. But he had me cracking up in this one, Joe. Oh shit. If you're a fucking dick dribbling fuck face, go check out Repo the Genetic Opera. But if you like to laugh at funny shit that's not funny, check out Schindler's List. But if you're like me and you just like to drink and have a good time and listen to silly words strewn together for the sake of ridiculousness,
or throw bricks on fucking squirrels' heads,
cinder blocks, whole bodies, Joe.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ, if you can't remember shit from 40 minutes ago, quit fucking drinking.
I know, and I can see Tom like imagining that's Nelson Mandela or somebody.
I'll free him.
Take that, Rosa Parks. Fuck, Tom. Fucked up, dude.
You can sit wherever you want. I don't care. I don't ride the bus because I have a car, you see. My privilege afforded me the opportunity to buy motor vehicles. But yeah, if you just like ridiculous shit and people just saying fucking ridiculous shit, you're in the right place. So go check out fucking Repos. Why it's not called Repo Men or some shit like that. It's funny. Master P has silly hair in it. And he looks like a big fat guy. Like I'm used to seeing him like in fucking leprechaun suits on CD covers and shit. But he's just like a big fat guy in a puffy jacket in this one. It's worth a laugh. I enjoyed it. I was able to come 3 times while watching this movie, Joe. Can you believe it?
That's fucking great.
Didn't even have to drink any water in between wads, as you call them.
Well, you had just killed some squirrel. We're already.
Oh yeah! As soon as I fucking dropped it on there, a little one-up thing popped
sorry,
up and floated into the air.
My head is you just fucking killing animals indiscriminately like a fucking prick. Like, god damn, like, fuck, man. That's
Hey
fucked
man,
up. It's fucked up.
what was fucked up is what the squirrel looked like when I lifted that cinder block up. Because you know that pressure and things have to move out just due to physics and what have you.
Well, that's all I watch, Tom.
Hey Joe, you like tomatoes?
It depends, I guess.
Hey Joe, you're the guy who fucking sees pretty ladies in a movie and then goes on Google to see if they have nude pictures. Fucking this broad, they out there?
No nude pictures of this woman. I forgot her name.
All right, hey, you like Spider-Man?
I did look her up. She's very pretty in this movie. Well, let's talk a little bit about this. This is a sequel, Return of the Killer Tomatoes. And this one, it starts off, you know, we had a tomato uprising in the last movie, and this, tomatoes have been outlawed. So, like, you can't make pizzas without tomatoes. So this guy,
Yeah, you can. They do it in the movie.
right? So he does. He has a pizza joint, but it's a candy pizza joint. So he puts like molasses, on the fucking crust, and puts like gummy bears and fucking
It's
Oreos.
the fucking Ninja Turtles' favorite pizza parlor.
Whatever. He just throws that on there, and he's like living his life like that. And then we flash over and we see fucking John Aspirin. John Aspirin was the guy that fucking set the tomatoes on a revolt the first time, so he's kind of pissed that his tomato fucking revolt thing didn't work. But it's okay. He's figured out a way to turn tomatoes into humans. So he turned one tomato into like a little fuck machine that he has there. Little that it's just gonna fuck him and clean the house and
women's work,
right. And she's the plays this. She's great. She's very attractive, and she has a dumb look on her face the whole time, which makes her more attractive. It's like, man, yeah, you want beautiful women to be dumb. And aside from that, that's the only woman he makes, which is the rest of the tomatoes he turns into muscle-bound men that are fucking oiled up. So, I mean, I guess, he had all he could with this female tomato and just like fucks guys for the rest of the time.
Or he's into the lifestyle and he likes to see all these guys fuck his tomato.
Maybe that's it. But, then he makes another tomato. It doesn't come out right. This tomato is like fuzzy, looks like a piñata, and he wants to just get rid of it. But this is the fucking salad that broke the tomato's back. And the girl tomato says, fuck it, I'm out of here. And I'm getting this little fuzzy tomato out of here too. And I'm going to go to this pizza guy and just offer my fucking tomato pussy up to him.
I'm going to offer my holes for a place to stay.
It's like, hey, you want to fuck? And the guy's like he is closeted too, because he says no right off the bat. And his roommate is George Clooney. And George Clooney is just, he's a guy that's trying to get laid or trying to manipulate women a lot. Not very cool, George Clooney. Not very cool at all. Not very PC. guy.
This is a very misogynistic movie.
He's playing a very misogynistic character. Is it based on his true real life persona? I don't know, but I would say yes.
I would say I don't know.
So the rest of the movie, she's trying to protect the tomato, and also I don't know what the fuck is going on from this point forward.
Gomez Adams
What is
wants
John
the tomato, he fucks back.
Take over this prison? I don't get it. What the whole deal is with the prison? But anyway, like the first movie, they try to throw in a bunch of gags, like self-aware, like, oh, we're making a movie, and let's stop production. Hey, do we have enough money to finish this movie? I don't know. Let's do some product placement. And you see Dr. Pepper ads, the rest, and it's supposed to be funny, but it's not. It's not funny.
Get a fucking brain scan, Joe.
The only time I laughed is when this news reporter is interviewing this fucking fat woman, saying like, hey, what were you doing? What happened in this restaurant? Why were you alone? Because you can't find a date, because you're fucking old and fat. And I thought that shit was funny, but that was it. I didn't really dig much of this movie, but it is better than the first one. But goddamn, it's fucking stupid.
You're telling me a movie about killer tomatoes is quote unquote fucking stupid?
Well, see, here's what's even fucking stupider, Tom, is the tomatoes never kill anyone in this movie. There's not one person that fucking kills. So they're not even killer tomatoes.
I'll tell you this, Joey sure does murder that pussy, though.
Maybe.
We don't see it.
Right.
This fucking movie did make me want to fucking grab a couple tomatoes, put them together, and pretend like I'm tit fucking abroad, though. Squirted ketchup on my goddamn self. I liked it, probably not as much as the last time I watched it, but FT's the fucking man. John Aston's pretty good in it. FT's the man. John Aston's pretty good in it. That lady's pretty. It was all right.
It wasn't. Yeah.
The next one. I like the next one, though. It's probably my favorite. The fourth one is. I get the two confused.
But yeah, now what else did this lady do after this? Not a bunch. She did some.
You really did look her up, you fucking creep. Jesus Christ.
Baywatch. She did some other shit, like an episode here, an episode there, and then it was like, yeah.
So, Joe, I fucked up and didn't talk about a little contest that we're running last week.
Right, you didn't.
I mean, I explained it fucking fine.
You did, but people like posted on their own page and shit instead of.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do.
Oh, I thought they were supposed to like post it on this page, and I don't know.
No.
This contest.
You're going to get your brain scanned, and we're going to find out horrible things, and then I'm going to pray for you, Joe. But anyways, we got a contest going on. Unfortunately, like most things that aren't fucking building mask stands, I didn't think it through. So this is open to, I guess, people with Facebook. So on Facebook, we have a Facebook page for the podcast. That's DWN Productions, Terrible Horror Crap Podcast. That might be the name of the page. We're giving away one of these potato props from the fine fat folks at DWN Productions. Foam-filled latex. Can fucking move the arms and shit and Pose it how you want to. Stick them in your penis hole. I wouldn't recommend it. So we're giving that away. How do you win? You got to have a Facebook page, I guess. Maybe I'll fucking figure something when we do the second anal mystery box of shit giveaway. We'll work out the kinks so everyone can be involved. But you got to make a video. Doesn't matter what kind of video. You just got to tell people if you are pro or anti-tomato, and then post that video to your Facebook feed, tag the podcast page, and hashtag BOYGOB so we can find it. And not next week, but the week after that, Joe will pick a winner for the video he thinks is the best, and I will ship that fucking prop to him free of charge, and everyone will have a Merry Christmas in July. So you got about 2 weeks to do this shit. I would say 9 Central, 2 weeks from now is the cutoff. So if you want it, again, make a video saying whether you are pro or anti-tomato. Post it to your Facebook page. Why? So, you can spread the word of this podcast. And that's kind of the point, just to let a few more people know that there's a podcast that you might want to check out.
Yeah.
And fucking long December, baby. Almost there. And hashtag that shit with BOYGOB so we can find it. And then Joe will pick a winner, because I want to have nothing to do with disappointing anybody. So
I will disappoint all you fucks.
Because Joe's a fucking horrible person.
I am.
But we got fucking 2 submissions so far, which is 2 more than I thought we would get.
50-50. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. If you want to win that fucking thing, there you go. And if not, I don't blame you. Joe, you like Spider-Man?
Sometimes, Tom, but it seems
not this time though.
I've not liked Spider-Man for about 157, 8.
Fuck.
Issues.
Hold on, I got to go into a different dimension.
Okay. So while Tom's gone again. No, you know what? I've promoted his shit enough. Why don't you go to fastcustomshirts.com. Check out the variety of shirts that I have to offer and order some there. JRD's nuts. I'm very glad that you liked the order you got. Thank you very much for placing an order, helping me out. Thanks a lot. Fuck yeah, you have a good time over at camp. Yeah, fastcustomshirts.com, and I guess I'll keep promoting Tom, and go to dwmproductions.net and check out some of the shit he's got. Doesn't have the tomatoes on there, so enter the contest and maybe you can get one, because it's not available on the site.
I was just showing off the fucking expired beer I bought for $4.
Yeah, I don't even. I think Rupa left this shit here, and it's like fucking garbage.
But of course it is. It's fucking Louisiana themed.
The last beer I've got.
Why don't you just drink out of the toilet like a fucking dog, Joe?
Why don't you fuck yourself?
I do.
You fucking
with
squirrel.
This guy right here.
No, I'm kind of upset about that, dude. But anyway,
so you're kind of upset about it. I fucking cried. All right.
No, you did. You cried because you did again and again and again.
Always hurts.
As we were left in a big cliffhanger last.
I was hoping you would have already talked about this fucking thing while I was gone, because nothing happens. They thought fucking what's his nuts Hammerhead was a ghost. It's not. He was in another fucking plane of reality, another dimension. This fucking machine sucked him out of that dimension. Fucking they fight. The Tinkerer pulls the fucking Spider-Mobile out of the river. The cops come. Fucking old wop nuts. What Hammerhead fucking takes Aunt May away at gunpoint. Octopus and Spidey team up. They fucking hopefully kill that fucking spaghetti eating prick for real this time. And then they leave Aunt May on a roof. The end. Get down, bitch. Good luck. You got brittle bones, ho.
You forget, Tom, that another secretary quit on J. Jonah Jameson.
Well, that's just fucking like saying the sky's blue.
And
you can't just sit around and get molested every day, Joe. He's a terrible, terrible man.
Ross Andrews seems to draw fucking Dr. Octopus as all muscular for some reason. Weird shit.
He likes donuts.
Yeah.
He has the body shape of someone who likes fucking donuts and candy bars.
Not good shit. I'm trying to understand why Tom likes Spider-Man's comics so much, but I guess we have to wait to get to the Todd McFarlane era for me to understand.
You want to know why I like Spider-Man comics so much, motherfucker? The story. It's pretty good. Oh man, I was so mad when the movie strayed away from the comics. I was like, "Ooh, how dare you? This source material is so good." Fuck. Hey, happy Pacific Island Heritage Month, everybody. Real talk, though, Joe. Have you seen the influx of Mexicans after Title 42 expired?
And Biden, you fucked up.
Oh, fuck. You like lists?
No, I don't. You know,
too many bad memories.
Tired of lists, but so Tom's suggestion for a list this time was our top 5 what was it? Wounds or like fucking
worst injuries we
injury.
suffered.
So I gotta say that I've been very fortunate in my life that I've not suffered many injuries. I'm
knocking on wood for you.
Yeah, I've been in several auto accidents and never got seriously hurt in them. I've been, locked up a few times and never got raped or anything. So life's been good so far.
Well, I mean, if you just drop your pants and back up, is that really rape?
Back that ass up.
No, you can't stand it. Trick bandit.
So, that being said, these are not, very good stories on these stories. At number 1, I have a
scar. At number 5?
At number 5, I have a scar on my nose here that happened to me when I was just a little tyke. I, was standing on a chair, which you shouldn't stand on a chair. You should sit on a chair. But I was standing on the chair, holding a glass, and fell from that chair, Tom, and the glass broke and sliced my nose open and had to go to the hospital. Got stitches on my little baby nose at that time. And I have this scar that mars my otherwise perfect face. You have to search to look for it, to see. But most people do. They look at my face and they
fucking puke.
And yeah, so that is my number 5 injury, Tom.
Were you screaming and shit when it happened?
Well, I don't even remember it happening. I hear this story secondhand. So yeah, probably. I was fucking bleeding and shit.
We're like old ladies carrying baskets of oranges, fucking screaming Mios Dios in the house when it happened. Probably.
I think that was in like at my aunt's house. I got a bunch of aunts that are a bunch of old maids, and they were there So they were probably freaking out. Like everybody's probably freaking out. I'm probably crying and, oh, my beautiful face. I'm freaking like, oh, I'm never going to be on Beretta,
Beretta did that shit.
Probably.
I don't know if this counts, but I think so because I was wounded by a bug or an arachnid. Do spider bites count, Joe?
Did you get spider's powers from this?
Joe, I got the powers of being fucking laid up in a and I can't say Pittsburgh because I can't even say suburbs, in a Pennsylvania Hills hospital for about a week because I got bit by a spider at one of the gathering of the Juffalos when I was in college. So like my toe kept swelling up and pussing and looking fucked.
A spider toe.
A what?
A spider bit your toe?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it or anything, and it's not like I was walking around fucking like barefoot in a fucking campground or
You were
anything.
Like some kind of fucking I don't know, mask making fruit or tomato, I should say.
Or beep. Anyways, we think it's a spider. It's not like I seen it bite me or anything, but so I was just like, I guess I have to go to a doctor. I don't know any fucking doctors around this fucking shithole in Pennsylvania. Turns out there was one like fucking 1.5 minutes away, which was fucked because the Savini school is located in the middle of fucking a drug-riddled cesspool of an Armageddon site. So luckily there was a good doctor there. And they said, "Oh my God, you need to be in the hospital right now." So I was in the hospital for about a week getting IV antibiotics. And then they stuck a stint through my fucking arm that I guess went to my heart. That for the next 2 weeks that I had lodged in there when I was out of the hospital. And I had to first inject myself with a fucking syringe of saline solution and then a syringe of antibiotics. It's fucking weird. I don't know how people on heroin do this fucking shit. But yeah, that went on for about fucking 2 weeks and it was crazy. Like I was away from family and everything. It was just me sitting in this fucking hospital bed in Pennsylvania wondering where my life went wrong. Oh, he listened to ICP. There it is. There's the point that it all went to hell. Crazy.
And number 4, Tom, you ever skateboarded?
Fuck yeah, World Industries, motherfucker, Team Flame Boy.
Yeah. You ever skateboarded on a ramp?
No, I was too fat for that shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those ramps are cool, but if like maybe, I don't know, your friends build them, they're probably not real safe. And if you're not a very good skateboarder, it's probably not a good idea. So yeah, I went up a ramp, came back down on my fucking wrist, and broke my arm. And went to the hospital, and it turned out, Tom, it wasn't a complete clean break. There was still like, it was, you got 2 bones that go down your arm here. This one was broken completely. This one was not. So what they have to do, Tom, in that case, is break your fucking arm to reset it. And yeah, Like, I'm a kid. I'm 13 years old, so I'm crying like a bitch the whole time, regardless. I'd like to say that I was tough and toughed it out. Nah, it fucking hurt. I was scared as shit. And by the time they were gonna break my arm, uh, like they had already drugged me up, and I probably couldn't feel shit, but I heard it when they broke. Crack, and I yelled like, ah! Not a good experience for my 13-year-old bitch ass. Yeah, I broke my arm. I was in a cast for a while, and first I was in a full cast, and then I was in one of those like little casts like that. And one thing I do remember is when I got it cut off finally, went to get it cut off, there was an old man like across from me, and they were cutting off his cast. And as soon as he got his off, he was just like stretching his arm out, like, fuck yeah. When they cut mine off, I couldn't even fucking move my arm, So, what? Like, fuck, I felt like quite the bitch.
So what'd they do? Pull out like a fucking Harley Quinn mallet and just whack your fucking shit, or what?
I think they just fucking did it by hand. Just
Oh yeah, they got a fucking gorilla in there and just
the
fucking...
doctor went, because it was, I'm a little fucking 14 or 13-year-old kid who's fucking arm to break to begin with.
When he just, I know it's hard to fucking remember because this was fucking 87 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But when he broke your wrist, did you notice him make any noises like, oh yeah?
No, I wasn't looking. So fucking...
You didn't notice him cumming his pants or anything?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, bring another child in here. I'm still hard. I need to break another fucking bone.
Yeah. It's like he was holding a cinder block above my arm, throwing it down.
That's what he should have done.
The biggest fucking smile of glee on his face. I was like, oh, I love my job.
God damn it, somebody get me a wet wipe. Lemon scented.
Just for free in my backyard,
No, it was in the front yard with a bunch of kids over at the next door neighbor's house witnessing everything. Fucking pricks, you gotta grow up sometime. Joe, this was in elementary school, my number 3.
Elementary.
Fuck yeah. Can't remember what was said. Mouthed off to fucking some older broad. I can't really say that. I want to say I was in elementary school and they were in high school, but that just seems really fucked up. So let's stick with that. So I said fucking something to this fucking group of high school kids or something, and this broad just came up and squeezed my fucking balls and wouldn't let go. Just kept squeezing and fucking squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. And I no sold that shit like a motherfucker. But later that night, I woke up from my sleep, screaming fucking bloody murder, and I went to the goddamn emergency room because my testicles were fucking hurting very bad. Don't remember what happened or what was said. All I remember is the doctor fucking trying to touch my fucking swollen, probably crushed testicles, and me fucking being a Bugs Bunny fan at the time, just saying, oh, Doc, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, Doc. I kept calling him Doc like a fucking rabbit. Lori has not gotten pregnant, might have something to do with it. Joe, you're number 2.
Do you know who this bitch was? Let's fucking hunt her down.
I have no fucking idea.
Okay. You're lucky, cunt. You're lucky. Nobody fucking squeezes my buddy's balls.
I just wish, like, if they were like talking to my parent, hey, he's probably gonna shoot blanks for the rest of his life. Like, I wish if that was the case, I'd know, so I don't have to just pull out and shoot loads just all over the place all the time. I'd like to see what it feels like to come in there, but not being a gay man, I'm not gonna wear a condom. So until she goes through menopause, I won't know. And at that time, it's just like, well, fuck, I gotta find a fucking 19-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, if you want to donate some money for a hysterectomy, DWNPRO at gmail.com. Send as a friends and family donation, please.
At number 3, I have a scar on my
At number 2.
3.
Oh, shit. What?
Yeah. At number 3, I have a scar on my fist that is shaped the letter L. And I believe me and my girlfriend at the time were in a very heated argument. Probably my fault. I was probably drunk and belligerent and being a piece of shit, which I was.
Still are.
Quite a bit at that time. To a lesser degree now. I still am, yes. But to a much lesser degree now. And then I think I just punched through a window for no fucking reason, just to punch something, and cut the shit out of my hand. Because, yeah, when you punch through glass, it tends to fuck you up. So, not recommended. If you're going to punch through glass, wrap your hand with a towel or something first, punch through it, then you can get to the lock and open the lock. And but wear gloves so your fingerprints are not on the lock, and then you go in and take all the shit that you want. But yeah, not a proud moment. Didn't go to the hospital or anything because I'm a man, you know, and just fucking wrapped it up and let it heal on its own, and it did, and it's fine now.
Well, Joe, my number 4, because I've been doing a little drinking, you see.
You did fuck up, Tom.
My number 4, it was after a, what do they call it? Saturday school suspension or some shit like that.
Yes.
So one of those times, they let us out early, and no parents were there to pick us up or anything, but one of my buddies had a car. So instead of him just going home and, going back to bed or what the fuck ever, he was just fucking around in the parking lot in his car. And he was done, so we're just sitting around waiting for fucking, the parents to come. So I'm just sitting on the back of his trunk, like you would, just sitting around talking. He decides to get in his fucking car and drive as fast as he fucking can, Joe. So at about fucking 60, 70 miles an hour, I kind of go, whoa, whoop, and fucking trip, run a little bit, and smack my head on the fucking pavement. Ow. Yep. I was, it didn't crack open or anything, but, I was a bit dazed. I think they call it concussed now, or something with CTE. And, I just did what you would do in this situation. Wait for my mom to come and pick me up and then go home and go to sleep. Like you should do
with your
when
brain
things like this happen. Yep. Unfortunately, as you can tell, I woke up. Yeah.
This explains the whole fucking lot.
I'm sure it does. and I'm sure it did something. And I'm sure I definitely should have brought this up when it happens because I'm not into suing people or any of that. But this was a piece of fucking shit school, and they had the money, and probably would have got something since they let us out early and we were unsupervised.
Mm-hmm.
Can't win them all. I'll just struggle until I'm dead. That's fine.
Tom, you have comic books, right? Long boxes. You ever picked one up?
Yeah, but I'm a man, so I
Right.
never got injured.
Yeah. Have you ever picked two up?
No, I'm not an idiot.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm a big fucking idiot. And one day I'm moving my comic collection around. It's like, fuck, this is taking too long. Let me pick up two comic long boxes at one time. And, lift with your legs. Nah, I'm gonna lift with my stomach. Nah, my stomach didn't handle that. And I fucking lifted up and rip. I heard a fucking rip sound. I fucking felt like, holy shit. Like something popped out of my stomach. My guts just shifted and something popped out of my stomach. And I had a big fucking bulge on my fucking belly button. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was scared as shit. I was dating a nurse at the time, and she was asleep because she worked night shift, and I went and fucking like woke her up, just shaking her. Hey, feel this, and I grab her hand and put it on my, she's thinking I want her to fucking jack me off or something. Like, fuck off, man. I'm trying to sleep. I was like, no, what the fuck? What the fuck happened here? And she sees it and looks at it and just like fucking sticks a finger there and pushes it back in, and then it pops back out. She goes, you gotta hurt me. What the fuck? And I'm just freaking out, it's like, and I worked for the county at the time, and I asked the doctor there, I was like, what do I do about this? He goes, well, nothing. You don't want to. He goes, you can live with that for fucking years. And I did. And finally, I think 2 years ago, it was like fucking with me. It was starting to feel like there was just times where I would just be standing there and I'd feel my guts shifting around inside me. And it was a scary fucking feeling. So finally went and got surgery to get that repaired. And I'm good. But yeah, that was some scary shit when it first happened.
Well, long-time listeners, you now know how that happened and why Joe had this surgery. Turns out it's because he's a fucking nerd.
I am. Big fucking
Jesus Christ.
Let me move two of these boxes don't move boxes at a time anyway. I don't give a shit how strong you are or think
not just because it's fucking heavy, but because it's going to crush the fucking books on the bottom. That should be the first fucking reason you don't do it. It's not like you stack lawn boxes. You'll see fucking idiots doing that, like stacking shit 4 high.
Yeah.
Just piss on them.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Or high, don't, just stack them at an angle too, to where it doesn't fuck up the whole thing. Just fuck up some of them. I don't know. But anyway, that was that.
It's good to finally, have a full circle, Joe. How old was I? I don't know. This was relatively soon before I moved to Texas. My parents were divorced for sure. Maybe around 12 years old. In Chicago, lived in a I guess it would be 2-story house. It would be a basement And then like the main door you open when you get to the house, it would just be a small section where you open the door, there was a closet, and then you can go up or you can go down. So you go up and it's the living room and then the kitchen and then the back of the living room there's a sliding glass door. So that sliding glass door was open. It was a nice spring day. Me and my buddy were going to go to Taco Bell and probably fucking partake in some fucking American Godzilla Taco Bell promotions.
You get a Cholito.
Mm-hmm. With sour cream and tomatoes added, please. And so that back door was opening the fucking big wooden door, you know, your big house door to, you know, go in and out of your house. So that was open, and I was like, all right, bye, mom, love you, going to shut the door, and the fucking cross breeze shut that fucking big wooden door a little faster than I was shutting it. Don't know if you can see it. Does that look like a weird shaped fingertip at all?
Quite a weird shaped fingertip.
Yeah, it's because it was fucking cut off by that goddamn big wooden. Oh, goddamn! I'm gonna fucking die! I'm gonna fucking die! Painful, Joe. Extremely for a little fat bitch faced fuck. Painful. Unfortunately, did not die. Got sick the next day when I went to school from the pain medication and was able to go home, but did not die. Fucking hurt like a son of a bitch, though. Fucking house doors. Fuck crosswinds, too. And fuck crossfire. I still have one of those fucking goddamn little BBs stuck in my ureta. Sons of bitches. Slow down, Joe. That's your last one.
Found another one.
Oh, shit.
Was it last year?
Number one.
Or the year before? I think, maybe it was the year before. Both my toenails are fucked up. Like in the space of 3 months. Was visiting my parents for Christmas, and went to take a nap, went to lay down because I'm an old man. I take naps now. I don't usually take naps. This was a unusual thing that I decided, like, oh, let me just fucking lay down. And then I heard my grandson yelling, like screaming. And I thought, oh shit, they left him all alone. They left him all alone in this house and he's fucking, panicking. So I got up and I ran to the door, opened the door real fast, and it fucking, hit my toe, and my toenail just went fucking up. My toenail's fucking gone. And I did this to myself. My toe's just bleeding like everywhere. Like, fuck. 3 months later, I'm at KillerCon. Just having a good time, joking around with people. Lisa's drunk and decides, hey, I need to go to bed, Joe. I said, okay, well, let me walk you up to the room. And she goes, okay, and opens a fucking glass door. My other toe, fucking toenail, just straight up. Just like, what the fuck? That shit hurts. When they say, like, when they torture people and they pull out their fingernails, shit like that, it's like, I know what that feels like. It's not fucking pleasant. It's not the worst, but you don't want it to happen, So I didn't know, like, hey, when these fucking toenails fall off, because they're still kind of hanging by a thread, and I didn't want to pull them off. One of them just eventually fell off. And then I'm thinking, are they going to grow back? Like, how does this fucking work?
Is it like teeth?
Right. Yeah. Is this done? Without a toenail from now on? But it turns out you grow back. This is some weird shit, you know? And yeah, my toenails, like one of them still looks kind of normal. The other one still looks like fucked up, like it's gangrenous or some shit. This is just some weird shit, man. And I do not recommend you having your toenails like fucking thrown up like that, pulled out at all. Yeah, Black Pope. I know I do not like this beer at all, but it's all I got, so I got to drink.
African American Pope.
Yeah.
Joe, my number one. You know me. I like spooky stuff and playing tricks and being funny and shit. So
You like fucking people over and being an asshole.
there was my stepfather, John. He had an old workshop in the backyard here that is torn down now. I forget why, but one day we had a half day of school, so me and my buddies decided, hey, we'll go over to fucking Tom's house and hang out. So I went into the back of that workshop and stood by the window waiting for a buddy to walk by, and I'm just like, oh, I'll scare this motherfucker. So what did I do? I fucking kicked out the window. Only I didn't lift my leg up when I retracted it, so it sunk right on a shard of glass that was fucking broken. So I had to lift my fucking leg up of this shard of glass and just limp and bleed and say, "Hey guys, I need help." I wasn't screaming or anything, but it was a fucking bloody mess. And it was like a fucking literal cunt hair from just ripping my Achilles tendon. Just clean and better ways to scare people. I learned that day, Joe, but to be fair, I didn't scare just him. Scared the fuck out of everybody that was there. Plus my mom, myself.
So what kind of stitches or whatever?
A bunch of stitches. I mean, I knew well enough to say, hey, go in there and grab me a t-shirt so I can fucking tourniquet this fucking shit off.
This is why you guys should always have t-shirts close by. Go to festiveshirts.com and order some shirts, not just for your fucking personal appearance, just to
for
have
the first aid kit.
In case you kick through a window and like throw your foot down on a shard of glass.
Yep. Dumb fucking bitch. Dumb fucking bitch. Is what it is, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, you fucking definitely got lucky because, yeah.
100%.
Shit.
So, Joe, I gave you a heads up, and now you're going to hit these motherfuckers with a good-ass list for next week.
So, next week, we are doing our top 5 stereotype characters from fiction. Racial stereotype characters.
What does that actually mean? Oh, I like it when they put in the buck teeth and say ching chong ching ching ching.
Yeah. You know, we're not saying that we like these. We're counting.
No, that's exactly what you were saying. Our favorites, ones that we like.
I'm thinking 976 is well, my buddy Roop. Yes, Roop. I drank the Death by Chocolate earlier today because I had nothing else to drink, and then I found some real beers. I'm drinking all your shit fucking garbage beers that you leave here, but thanks, buddy, because I had something to drink because of you. Love you, man.
Joe loves a man.
Racial stereotypical characters that Tom loves and would like with.
And I would like to have sex with.
Yeah. Well, he hospital bed because of his
I was bit by a juggalo.
He didn't even get spider bite.
DWNProductions.net. Go check out my masks, bus, props, quote unquote art that I make. If you want something made in that realm, hit me up. I'll probably make it. Probably not. Maybe something like this. Oh, spooktacular. And can't even get it in frame because it's so fucking big. It might as well be my gaping Joe shirts.
FastCustomShirts.com. You can go and check out the site and peruse and find something that you like, maybe, or maybe you won't, or maybe you just want something done like JRD's nuts. Robinson, thank you again, sir, for the custom order. I'm glad you dug it. I don't know if you bought them all for yourself or you're selling them out there at camp, but if you are, good luck to you. Thanks again, and hit me up at fastcustomshirts@gmail.com if you want some custom work, and we'll see what we can do.
Everybody, have a fucking great week. I hope you enjoyed this extra long episode. And boy, God.